Is Fairy Tail worth watching? If you've been in the anime community for a while, or even if you are new to the anime community, I'm pretty sure you've heard about this anime and only heard slander about it. Every time this anime comes up in a discussion, it always ends in something negative. It's always at the bottom of people's list, and the people who actually do defend it are like tiny compared to the rest of the community. But despite that, this anime is still considered one of the popular ones. Even though it may not seem like it, it has a solid fan base. And if you go on Crunchyroll right now, you'll see that it's at a 4.6 star rating and 7.59 on my anime list. So with that rating and so much popularity, is this anime worth watching? Is this anime worth your time? Is this something that you should put on the top of your list, or you can scoot it towards the bottom? Now, a lot of people who make reviews on this anime, they don't actually watch the whole show. They just watch the beginning and then they just say whatever they want. But I'm giving this review as a man that has seen the entire series. Okay, actually, I skipped a little bit of the filler, but still though, I've seen like 95% of this anime. And I'm here to tell you that this anime is 95% not worth watching. This anime only has 2 flaws, but they are major flaws that makes you not want to watch it. But before we get into that, guys, if you've been enjoying my videos, or if you're new to the channel and enjoy the video to the end, if you guys can go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers and the support would mean a lot. But back to the review. So usually in these videos, I'll go over the plot, the reason why I like this anime, and the reason why I don't like this anime. But for Fairy Tail, the reason why I don't like this anime is because of the plot. Because it felt like Hiro Mashima, the creator of this anime, had a bunch of plot points in his head, but didn't have the full layout of this anime when he made it. Because Fairy Tail follows the story of a girl named Lucy, who wants to go out on adventures and keeps track of everything that happens in her diary. One day while she was out, she encounters this guy named Natsu. In this world, most of the adventurers are a part of a guild, and Lucy wants to join an infamous one called Fairy Tail. She runs into this guy who claims to be a part of Fairy Tail, but later on in the episode, we find out that he's not, and he's just some arrogant guy. And after some events, Natsu and Happy, who are part of Fairy Tail, saves her and helps her join the guild. And from there, they form a party and go on adventures with each other, along with Gray and Urza, who join later on. Which doesn't sound too terrible, but a lot of people forget that Lucy is the main character, because the anime focuses a lot on Natsu. And his story is that he's a dragon slayer, meaning that he was raised by dragons. But when he was a kid, the dragon that took care of him, Igneel, disappeared. And he's been looking for him ever since. So you would think that on their adventures, they'd find clues, or at least find some hints to where Igneel is, because that satisfies Lucy wanting an adventure and Natsu looking for the dragon. But that's not the case. Honestly, they say he was looking for him, but they barely reference him trying to find clues. Once Urza and Gray joined the party, it felt like the adventures or the story was kind of becoming repetitive and random, because pretty much everybody in that party had a childhood friend that turned evil, and they had to go stop him. Which these characters are important for later on, but at the moment, you don't really know where the story's going without like a main boss or like a main objective, because again, Natsu's looking for the dragon that raised him, but they're not showing him do it. So without them pushing a goal, you just don't know what you're there for. But I'm here to tell you that there is an actual main villain in this anime. However, you won't really realize it until like halfway through the series, because as they take down some dark guilds, or the people they had to fight, a lot of those people were summoning monsters from this book of Zeref, which they slightly hinted at in the anime. And honestly, I would have completely missed it if my friends didn't tell me that was important to know, because, which this isn't really a spoiler, but he does show up in the anime, and he's pretty much the main villain of Fairy Tail. But again, you wouldn't realize this until you're like episode 150 or whatever. And if it takes that long, then I wouldn't personally recommend this to you unless you really got the time to get to that episode. Because usually in anime like Naruto, they have a clear objective. Naruto wants to become the Hokage. Luffy wants to be the Pirate King. Gon wants to find his dad. Like, they have clear objectives, so you know what you're getting yourself into. With Fairy Tail, you don't from the jump. So that's the first main reason why I don't recommend this anime. The second main reason is, I'm pretty sure you've all heard, there is a theme in Fairy Tail, and it is so annoying how they did it. The representation of power of friendship in the show is just crazy, because the power of friendship is actually very common and shown in anime, but they're a little bit more discreet about it. Flashbacks, quotes of their friends saying, motivating things to get them to push and get stronger. But in Fairy Tail, they legit say, you cannot beat me because I have friends. Like, they literally say that, which makes most of the fights unbelievable. It makes the power-up seem goofy, and that's why a lot of people make fun of this anime, because they pretty much are the coin, the symbol, the poster child of I have the power of friendship. But moving on to the things I actually did like about this anime, there is one thing that really stood out, and that is the characters. A lot of people who watch this, including myself, actually enjoy the characters. I like the interaction they have with each other, the bonds they make, the designs even. Like, I genuinely loved all the characters in the show. I can even show you, I have a poster of Urza in my room. Like, they all are well written, and the character development is there. Like, you see them all grow from when they started. So after after watching it and like reflecting on it, I feel like he had all the pieces there, he just couldn't put them together right. Because I'm not even gonna hold you, during some of the fights, I was cheering Natsu, I was cheering for Gajio to go up. But then I get upset because they say I have the power of friendship and it just like ruins the moment. Now, something I will also say is that if you are new to anime, then I think you would probably enjoy it than most. Because for me, I've seen so many animes, I'm comparing what I saw in those stories to Fairy Tail, and that makes me like it less. However, if you don't have too much to compare it to, then I think you would enjoy it more. And if that's the case, then I think it might be actually worth a little bit of a shot. But for the most part, and something I will stick to, is that this anime is not worth watching. And with that said, let me know what you guys thought about this anime down in the comments. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? And if you haven't already, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Stay weaving.